Well, Mark, Ira, guys, congratulations. You are moving forward in the third and final round of this competition. In this round, you're going back to your home forges to battle it out for 4 days, building an iconic weapon from history. We want you to build this. The Serrated Indian Saber.
The serrated Indian saber traces its origins back to 18th century India. The deadly weapon features a long curved blade with serrated edges, designed to intimidate enemies and penetrate deep into the thick leather armor worn by infantry and cavalry forces of the time. This blade played an important role as the sword used by Indian forces during the bloody 1857 uprising against British rule, known as the Sepoy Mutiny.
Without further ado, guys, good luck. We will see you in 4 days.
Kill it, brother.
Ira Houseworth from the western slope of Colorado. I've been a blacksmith now for over 20 years. When I was 8 years old, I developed a bone tumor, and it grew real fast and then stopped. It doesn't affect me. My eyes work really well, but that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to show you what I can do with a piece of hot steel. It's a really lightweight blade, so I think we'll just do solid steel. There's 99 teeth to do, so it's gonna take a little while. I'm worried about the spacing and the angle in which they go in. It's one of my biggest concerns on the entire build. Lots of things can go wrong with the quench, but let's go for it. It's perfectly straight. Let's finish it up. We're gonna use a black walnut for the handle, and then on the top it's gonna be capped with silicon bronze. I wanna wrap the handle with a little bit of copper twisted wire. It looks good. Finish sanding, and then finish sharpening. I'm nervous, but hopefully it holds up. I think that's it.
My name is Mark Smith. I'm from China Spring, Texas. I'm a design engineer for a local bank equipment manufacturer. Season 3 of Forged in Fire, I started watching it. About that time, I weighed close to 400 pounds. Forged in Fire was a driver to get more healthy. I lost about 150 pounds from bladesmithing, and life is good. It's taking more time than I anticipated to get the material down to the thinness that I want. And then we'll be ready to go and start doing the features of the Saber. Fitting the guard, I have to be careful. If I remove too much material off the inside of the guard, there's gonna be big gaps. It's not gonna fit tight. And if it doesn't, I'm probably gonna have to redo the guard. It should be fine. It should be okay. So I'm quenching the blade today. I don't think I can get it any straighter than that. There's no cracks and everything's looking pretty good right now. I dyed the epoxy gold because it looks cool and it's close to the bronze guard. I think it has a nice touch to it. Winning this competition would be like winning the Super Bowl. It's about showing that Forged in Fire has turned my life around and given me the skills to do this.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the dynamic kill test. Mark, you're up first. You ready for this?
Blade's ready.
All right, Mark, let's talk about your weapon here. Your handle is a little bit on the rounded side, but the saving grace is this flare that you have there. It allowed me to get my hand in here, and it's locked in between your guard and your pommel. Good on that. Now, you did pick up one small chip where it cut the bone. But other than that, it'll kill.
Thank you.
Ira, your turn. So you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Ira, first up, the slices into this ballistics dummy, thrusting and using the teeth. I can really feel everything on the blade, but what's more important is the wieldability of this weapon. It's so nice and light, and I can control every move. Overall, sir, your Indian serrated saber, you will kill.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to our dynamic strength test, sticking with our sheet metal theme, our sheet metal chop and bag slice. So Mark, you're up first. You ready?
She's got this, but I might need a hug.
All right, mark right off. Your blade is still in the shape it came in. Felt good cutting. It's a little on the forward heavy side. I would love seen that balance just a little bit further back, but it didn't affect the cuts at all. So good job.
Thank you.
Ready to play, Ira?
Not really.
I am. So Ira, first off, the shape and scale of this is really beautiful. The way it just flows from one point to the other, the taper, really, really nice. You took one chip in the blade right here, but other than that, man, this is still, I'm not gonna run my finger down this blade. It's still sharp. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, in the first 2 rounds of this competition, you both proved your worth by making knives out of sheet metal. And in this final round, you both knocked it out of the park with the most intricate blades I've seen in a long time. But in this competition, only one of you can take home the title and a check for $10,000. But our judges did agree that today's Forge and Fire champion is Ira. Congratulations. Now, Mark, unfortunately, at this point, I'm gonna have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
Been a tremendous pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, Mark.
I'm happy that it came down to such details. I think any other competition, I could have gone home a winner.
Well, Ira, congratulations, sir. You are the newest Forge and Fire champion, and you just received a check for $10,000. Congratulations.
Just one Forge and Fire. It feels pretty awesome.
That's a beautiful example of that weapon. I think you nailed it. Well
Thank
done.
you. The whole experience has been super fun. From the stressful part of building the first knife, playing with the coal iron press, I think that's where the money's going.
Well, guys, congratulations. The 2 of you are joining us in the 3rd and final round of this competition. In this final round, we're sending you back to your home forges for 4 days to build an iconic weapon from history. You're gonna be building this. Bladesmiths, this is the Naga sword.
The Naga sword traces its origins back to 16th century India. Featuring a broad, square chisel tip, this weapon was great at inflicting powerful, deadly chops in combat. This rare version of the Dao sword was reserved for the highest level tribal authorities due to the scarcity of iron in the area. While few Naga swords still exist, it can be seen on display in the halls of the British Museum in London.
Good luck. We'll see you in 4 days.
Let's get it. My name's Chris Smith. I am 41 years old from Bergen, Kentucky. I'm a refractory brick mason and a part-time bladesmith. I thoroughly enjoy making knives. It's a lot like a rabbit hole. There's new materials coming out all the time, new tools, and I just enjoy the challenge.
Feeling pretty good. Got all the parameters met.
It's time to heat treat this thing. Let's hope this goes well. There was no crazy fireballs or broken blades or anything like that. The quench went great. Yeah, it's hard. I am stoked. This thing is gonna look awesome. I got it ground, ready for etching. It's gonna look good. The blade etched, amazing. It's time to start thinking about the handle and how I'm gonna make it. I feel like I have plenty of time. Doing some research online about this Naga sword, the majority that I saw had red goat hair off the pommel of them, just as a decoration. So I ordered goat hair off the internet. I think it's perfect.
I'm Joseph JoJo Salyers. I'm 19 years old from Rutherford, North Carolina. I'm a full-time bladesmith with my dad, Billy Salyers, who just so happens to be a Forged and Fire champion.
Billy, you are the Forged and Fire champion. Good job, brother.
And so here I am, hoping I can show the old man up. It's coming along pretty well. We got a solid billet of Damascus. Time to get my blade in the oil. With Damascus, you have a bunch of little welds. Any of those welds could possibly pop open. I'm hoping everything comes out all good. All right, hot metal. My sword's quenched, it's pretty straight. All in all, my blade's mostly done. Most of the work I have to do is aesthetics and sharpening.
That is what you like to see.
My dad was kind enough to give me something to test my blade on.
I present you a challenge worthy of your skills.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Yeah. Shall go on the wall, we shall stuff it. My sword's comfy, sharp, it's done. Now it's time to go see what the judges can do with it.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the kill test. To find out what kind of lethal damage your weapons will do, I'm going to take your weapons and put some lethal blows or chops on this big carcass. JoJo, are you ready for this?
Let's make some pork chops.
You got it. All right, JoJo, pork chops you wanted, pork chops you got. Most of the weight is right here in the handle, so that really lends itself to a nice, balanced weapon. Your sword's edge over here chops deeply, especially that one swing on the leg. And overall, it will kill.
Awesome.
All right, Chris, your turn. So you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Chris, the first thing I noticed about this is just how sharp your edge is ground. And that lends itself for very deep cuts. And I like to throw back to the 90s troll hair right there. But overall, sir, your Naga sword, it will kill.
Thank you, sir.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to the strength test, the howdah chop. Now, those howdahs would be riding on top of an elephant. This test is not about what your Naga swords do to the howdah, but what that howdah does to your blades. And JoJo, you are up first. You ready?
I suppose so.
All right, so JoJo, there's no damage. It's a kind of an axe grind, but on a chopper, it works fine. It held up beautifully in the strength test. Well done.
Thank you.
Chris, you ready to play with the howdah?
Yes, sir.
All right. Chris, I'm going to start back here on your handle. I like this. It's got a fairly traditional look to it. As far as your blade goes, we have a little bit of an issue. Your edge has deflected over to one side, but it's still sharp. Other than that, I think you did a good job. Well done.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the sharpness test of jackfruit and rope slice. JoJo, you're up first. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do this. All right, JoJo, your edge cut nicely on these jackfruits and the rope overall. Needle cut.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, your turn, sir. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. All right, Chris. So in cutting the jackfruit, this section right here met the jackfruits. So that includes this area that took some damage. You can feel a little bit of a drag, but it did not affect. It was able to cut through the jackfruit and the rope. Overall, sir, your weapon, it will cut.
Thank you.
The bladesmiths, both your blades tested well, but only one of you can go home with a Forged Fire Champion title and a check for $10,000. Our judges have discussed your blades and they made a final decision. Today's Forged Fire Champion is JoJo. Congratulations. Chris, there's no doubting you are an extremely talented smith, but unfortunately your time in this competition has ended. I'm gonna have to ask you to please step off the forge floor.
All right. Thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Chris. It's a beautiful piece.
Awesome, brother. Thanks, mate.
Take care, guys. I think it all came down to the heat treatment of my blade. I'm not sure what went wrong, but something obviously did.
JoJo, congratulations. That means you are the newest Forged Fire Champion. Not only that, you are the very first father and son champion that's ever come through Forged Fire, man. Congratulations.
I cannot wait to get home and tell Dad. This is going to be super cool, and he's going to be just as excited as I am.
Is this a blade you'll build again?
I think I'll make an extra one. I need something to show off at the house. This is so awesome. I never thought I'd be here, and man, it's just a blessing. JoJo's the Forged Fire Champion. Let's go. Up top. Yeah.